Okay, the definition of the inverse said that if two functions are inverses, the domain of f will equal the range of f inverse, and the range of f will equal the domain of f inverse. And we did that order. Remember those ordered pairs, Amelia, way back in the day? Walk down memory lane. How the x's and y's were switched. Remember that? Amelia remembers that. Well, we can do the same thing and switch the x and the y. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put it in, take it out of function notation. Remember, f of x and y mean the same thing. They mean the output when you put a value in for x. So they mean the same. So I'm going to replace that with y. And I'm going to, I can't write things. Reverso changeo, the x and the y. Sounds like something they would say at Hogwarts. A reverso changeo spell. So if you do reverso changeo, x becomes y and y becomes x. Reverso changeo. We should have you say that on video, Amelia, because you remind me of Hermione. We could put a little robe on you. We could. Because even right here is like, I keep thinking this is like the first day of Hogwarts. I want to relabel your books. Well, I can't remember the classes they took in the movie, but it was like spells or something. Yeah, I want to rename these books. And that's it. That's the one I was trying to think of. And a hat, and maybe you could stick a wand somewhere in your hand or something. And it, yeah. So, so let's see here. Amelia casts reverso changeo and changes the x and the y. After that, though, you've got to solve for y, which means you got to get y by itself. So you cast transfiguration and move the 2 over here by multiplying both sides by 2. And if we subtract the 5, and if we divide by -3, we have y by itself. And I'm going to put it back into function notation and call it f inverse is 2x minus 5 over -3. So here we have our original. Here we have our inverse. If we really want to make sure that we're right, you don't know if we're on a test or something, I don't know if that's right or not, then we could take f and compose that with f inverse, and we should get plain old x. If we want to visually determine if these are indeed inverses, then we can wait for the calculator to turn on. Still going. There it is. Okay. Ooh, those are pretty. I want to save those. Turn them off, though. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph the original. The original was 5 minus 3x all over 2. It's not going. Let's try that again. 5 minus 3x all over 2. There it goes. And our inverse. Our inverse turned out to be 2x minus 5 divided by -3. And I'm going to graph those two, and I'm also going to graph the line y equals x. So I'm going to graph 3 things on the set of axes, and that's not a bad view, but I'm going to go back to standard. Okay. There's F inverse, and there's y equals x. Do you notice a relation between those two lines and the line y equals x? Would be great if you were the first one to say it. What do you mean by that? I'm looking for specific words. They do intersect, but that's not the word. What? They are inverses, but that's not the word. How do I know they're inverses? By looking at the graph is what I'm looking for. But there, I can make a lot of lines cross, and just because they intersect doesn't mean that they're inverses. That's kind of close, actually. No, they're not perpendicular. Amelia, what do you think? Amelia is thinking. Yeah, what's that called? They're not reciprocals. Let's do this then. Let's turn that on. Let's turn that on. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off, and let's leave that on, and look at that. I mean, yeah. And this is why I had the zoom box, because I don't want to look at the negative x values. I just want to look at these. What are they? What are the two lines and their relationship to x? Nothing, Sarah? Not equal. Come on, Sarah. You learned this back in Math 8, or whatever it was you took. No.
Is that one word?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a reflection about, and he got about X. So it is. Reflection about X. Did that just move?
No, you didn't.
You did two O's in the UT.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
What is the last letter? What is that?
X. That's a T. Yeah, there we go. There was a reflection about X. It was Ryan that said the whole thing first. Those lines are a reflection about the line y equals X. Oh man, I should have put y equals. Would have been forever before somebody guessed an equal sign. Would have been funny though. Oh.